I don't know if you saw that yesterday afternoon. It was a sort of a red, we call it redhead on your terminal screens here, about El Niño. Has formed across the Pacific. That's according to the Japan Meteorological Agency, and really raising the threat of droughts, floods, and extreme temperatures worldwide. And this is the first El Niño event since 2023 and could be one of the strongest on record. Similar events have historically reduced yields when it comes to palm oil, coffee, cocoa, cotton, and grains, including wheat and rice. So we're watching very much the impact this could have on soft commodities. You take a look at this chart. I mean, it's quite color-coded, but you take a look at, well, the chances of El Niño forming by the end of July. That was some of the early sort of estimates here. That has basically climbed to about 80% there, according to the U.S. Climate Prediction Center, and chances of either a strong or very strong event. That's one the darker reds that you're seeing here since last year. So this was sort of a long time coming, but it seems like we're here, according to what we heard from Japan. Dave.
Yeah, absolutely. So that actually did cross the Bloomberg terminal yesterday, that red headline, similar to that hue of Hong red that you see there with Yvonne's graphic there. So let's get more details on this and why it matters. Why is this important? Because it really is. Mary Hui, our weather reporter, is with us right now to tell us more about the significance, of course, that confirmation out of Japan and that declaration we got yesterday.
Yep. It's one of the most closely watched indicators of whether to expect. Weather is inherently chaotic, unpredictable, but here with El Niño, we're getting a clear set of clues for what to expect in the months ahead. And so markets, governments, farmers, all sorts of industries are looking at it very, very closely just to shape their decisions and how to shift various resources in the weeks and months ahead.
That's a good point.
How is this going to play out in the coming months?
Most of the forecasts are predicting that El Niño will continue strengthening and peak around December, January. And of course, a powerful El Niño raises the probability of more severe impacts, but it's not a one-to-one direct correlation, right? So historically, we have seen strong El Niños lead to actually not particularly severe impacts, say severe droughts or severe floods elsewhere. And so it does load the dice for more significant impacts, but we do have to keep an eye on how exactly it will play out. Closer to home, probably in Asia, we're looking at how the Indian monsoon will play out. Will it be significantly drier than years prior? Also on the typhoon side, usually we will see more typhoons in the West Pacific, around the Philippines, around Japan. So whether that will play out will have significant impacts for
and usually those systems tend to head to Hong Kong after they hit some of those places ahead. There's certainly been a lot more talk about how strong this one is. In fact, Super El Niño has been discussed. What's that about? Is that something we should be worried about, or is that just a tail risk at this point?
It's definitely a catchy phrase, and I think generally that is good for raising awareness. It is not an official term, right? But it does refer to how much a particular segment of the Pacific Ocean is warming. And the stronger it is, the more likely we'll see severe impacts, as I was just discussing. So, with the background of climate change and globally warming temperatures, we're kind of in uncharted territory as to how exactly a strong El Niño will interact with the changing climate.